Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching The Wire.
Episode 12.
Second to last episode of first season,
Yes.
so we are almost done with season 1.
I feel like we flew by this.
Yeah.
Flew by this? We
Honestly.
flew through this? Maybe
One
that's
or the
grammatically
other.
correct.
One or the other.
I don't know, this felt very fast. And I don't like that because there is only so little seasons to go.
Only 6 seasons.
There's is there 6 or 5 seasons?
6.
6 seasons. Okay, well only 5 more seasons to go. Which, I don't know, doesn't feel like a lot.
One of the next shows, in my opinion,
Okay.
after Black Sails.
Don't hold us to it, but probably it's gonna be Black Sails. But don't
or
hold
just
us to it.
vote, for the love of God, vote.
Don't tell them that they have been trying. They have literally been trying. But then we at the last minute put something that we just think, let's just put more options, and then they win. So
And every time I think Black Sails is gonna win.
me too.
Sons of Anarchy. I think that has 8 or 9 seasons or something like that.
That sounds a lot.
Exactly, and we want a lot.
Well, yes, but I don't know if I want a lot until I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I started The Wire and you told me it's 8 seasons, I'd be like, what the fuck is the 8 seasons? What am I gonna do with 8 seasons? Now I wish.
Honestly, I'm pretty confident in the shows. Let's say I knew
I
that
think
I'm
so
gonna
as
like The
well.
Wire. I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident I'm gonna like Sons of Anarchy. So that's why that's a good thing to look forward to. You know.
I'm not confident about Sons of Anarchy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yes,
not confident about it.
Everybody suggested it always.
Do
Through
they?
these 5 years.
I know that people have suggested it, but I just feel like it's my vibe that I get with the show that I don't know what it is.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna adore Sons of Anarchy. I think
Maybe.
everything I have not seen a lot, but I heard the premise of it. I think I even played first episode, maybe first 15 minutes or something like that. I honestly think that I'm gonna adore that show.
Very possibly, I'm not basing it on many things. So some shows I just have some type of feeling towards that has no base in reality. I thought Mr. Oba was not gonna be anything much, and I ended up just absolutely adoring it. Mm-hmm. So I have been proven wrong before. I'm not saying we're not gonna put that on the poll. I'm just saying not sure about Sons of Anarchy.
Interesting.
But anyways, this is The Wire. The Wire so far, you could see why it is so highly praised. And it is aged, in my opinion, extremely well. This was made 20 years ago. Could have been made today. And it's still relevant topics, and it's still just a great depiction of how things are. Because it is systemic, and so things are not gonna change in that to a degree where it's too noticeable. So all these things today just still stand. Yeah, so I just think I have loved everything. I have loved the subjects that we touch, but more importantly, I have really loved characters. I think there's so many characters that I think are great and complex. Yeah. I just really enjoy watching them and want to see what's gonna happen with them. I feel invested in a lot of storylines here.
Yeah, I mean, even the ones that we haven't seen much of, I really want to know more. Let's say Stringer or even Avon. I'm very interested in their storylines, even though we haven't seen much of their storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah. In that regards, I care for so many characters, and I'm interested in every storyline.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't had that many relationships that I care for.
True, that's true. I mean, I honestly think I like the relationship between our guys in the police department, that unity. It's also a thing that at times, because of the injustice of it, makes me very mad. So it's a thing that I'm trying to work through. I'm trying to work through me not supporting them in a lot of cases, with me liking that and liking people. Whenever we have a group of people, I always like that sense of found families. We have spoken about this plenty times, and so I search for that. I don't think they are necessarily there, but there is this camaraderie between all of them, especially just because everyone wants to shut them down, and so I like that.
Yeah, I agree definitely. Just I still there isn't one relationship, let's say, that I care so much for. You know what I mean?
I feel one relationship, the one relationship we see, let's say, maybe more of, but we don't see it enough, Stringer and Avon. Like, you know that they're like close and everything, but like a relationship that is very like small, but like I really like it is Wallace and Dee. I like they had brief scenes, but like everything they had, like I really liked, you know, Wallace not talking, like telling them about everyone else except Dee, and Dee like taking care of him and being like, don't force him to like come back.
I completely agree. There are those characters that have great scenes. I didn't mean there aren't relationships in this show that I enjoy. Just there is not still that one.
Well, no, there isn't.
I love Kima and Bob's as well. I love their dynamic. I love the relationship they had. I like the dynamic that Kima had with Jimmy as well. I love Jimmy and Daniel because like it's always shifting in my opinion. Especially because they started off with having so many disagreements, and now they are slowly growing to be on the same side completely. So that's also something I enjoy very much, and I could see potential in many of those relationships to start loving really much. It's just like even like let's say in the last episode where Jimmy felt so much for Kima, I can't say I felt it so much for their relationship as I felt it for Jimmy's character in that moment and stuff like that. Like I have a feeling I have grown to love more characters as themselves, which is not a bad thing. That can be a good thing if I love characters separately, and then if I grow to love them in a relationship, that can be a very, very good thing, you know.
No, I agree. I mean, I like all those relationships, but that's why I mentioned like Wallace and Dee, because like for that, like I felt for their connection, I felt, let's say, a lot of love just because like they are in that business and kind of both of them are not really wanting to be in it that much, and so like there was this understanding. So like that stood out to me a bit from all the other relationships. But I think a lot of them have a lot of potential.
I mean, I can tell you immediately that Dee and Wallace have zero potential for me.
No, like that's
Dee and Wallace is a done deal. What they had, you know. There is not gonna be
there's a high possibility we're about to see Wallace die in this episode. Do you realize
I think it's either this or the next one. I honestly expected the next one
He's coming back. He's coming back. This is like a problem.
Maybe he comes back at the end of this episode, and let's say he dies in the next one. I always thought we were gonna arrest Avon, let's say, and Dee in the last episode, but like I kind of don't see that as a possibility. In my mind,
I feel like we could get Dee maybe.
I don't think we're gonna go for one. I don't think like our guys. I think if they don't have to, and I don't think they're gonna have to in the next episode.
Well, that's the problem. I don't know if they're gonna be forced again, because like that's what they want to like make them do as well.
Yeah, but like I just think that like the next time we arrest somebody, it's gonna be a big deal.
It will be a big deal if we arrest Avon.
Avon. So, and I thought that's gonna be the end of the season, but that's so soon in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know how it's
gonna happen. So that's why I would leave Wallace for the last episode.
Maybe.
It's just because people did say that like 12th one, that they can work for the 12th one. So maybe it can happen in this one. Yeah, it's one or the other. It's this one or the next one.
Yeah, people said 11 and 12.
Yeah, nobody mentions 13th. If he dies in the 13th, no way he's not gonna die in the 13th. Now I think he's gonna die in this one.
Guys, don't tell us that. Because like now I'm like wondering, why did you sell 12 and not 13?
Yeah.
Just like say, can't wait for the rest of the season. Can't wait for those last episodes. Everyone else is gonna know what you're talking about, but like don't make me think a certain way. Because like now I'm thinking he's gonna die.
Yeah, now I think he's gonna die. Because honestly I thought I started realistically thinking it's gonna be the 13th one.
Yeah, so like when you think about it, Wallace could just like be seen dead at the end of the 13th, and like people maybe don't like care as much about him as we do, and so they're like, well, yeah, like more important things happen in this one.
I hope that that's gonna be a big deal.
That should be a big deal.
Because to me, that's gonna be the biggest deal of this season by far. You know, seeing them kill a fucking child.
I agree, and I think the show would make it the biggest
exactly.
deal.
That's why I don't think.
Yeah.
So the Wallace dies in this episode. That's what I'm getting from this. You know.
Let's not play. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Didn't happen. If I don't see it, doesn't happen. I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so mad.
God, me too.
I don't know how I'm about to like. I wonder who shoots him. Like, is it gonna be Weebay? Because like...
but Weebay is leaving.
Oh, Weebay is leaving. Who could shoot him?
For the love of God, Weebay is leaving.
I mean, they could just like use someone random to shoot him.
Yeah, and
because
like
Little
I
Man
said,
is also...
it just depends if we're gonna see him getting shot. Because if we're gonna see them, it has to be somebody important. But like, if we're not gonna see them, then nobody cares. It's gonna be eBay or something like that, you know?
Or just like someone unnamed.
Somebody
like...
new that we don't know. Because like, if they... I didn't understand pretty clearly. Are they killing...
With Little Man?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, yeah,
That's
I feel
what
like...
it sounded like.
Yeah. I feel like they insinuated, like, take care of him because, like, he did something very dumb. I mean, he shot a police officer, and that's
like
very dumb.
They talked about how he's scared very much and, like, stuff like that. So... In my mind, if they kill him, Burden is in prison, Ovibe is... They kinda need a new guy.
Yeah, but like they need to bring someone in, and I think from the guys that we have, like most
yeah,
of them are kids. It's not like they're gonna...
Yeah.
I don't know, D is not gonna... It's not about fucking shoot Wallace, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so...
but like D could be promoted, but like I don't think D would be able to kill people.
No.
But like, what am I even talking about? D killed left and right, but like right now how D feels.
I like... the thing about D is like that doesn't seem like there's some things that are like hard for me to imagine.
Yeah, me too.
Like with what we know about him, and that's what like I always held on to that when they were speaking about the girl, and he said, and Wallace said, so what did you do next? And like I think maybe Bodhi was like, well, I mean he shot her, but like he didn't say that, and like. I always thought about that because I thought, you know, when they have a character not explicitly say something, when someone says them in their name, there's always like a question mark to it. It's like what people maybe expected him to do, but not necessarily what he did. And then like I thought that, and we talked about that already, but then like at some point I thought I was just like, let's say, making excuses for him because I struggle to see it sometimes, but like also... I don't know if, you know, he gets an order and like he was like maybe still proving himself and whatever and like doing it. So like, I don't know, like there's a bit of, it's a bit hard for me to see it. Like maybe if I'd see it, I could then believe everything else. But like, it's just, I don't know. I can't put D with like killing people left and right. I don't know.
I think he did kill that girl.
I mean, he killed the guy in the beginning.
And he did kill that guy as well. And I think he did kill people for Avon. So in my mind, I just think like before that, he wasn't maybe thinking at all. In my mind, I think we saw a big progression in him with the conversation he had with Jimmy, with this and that, especially in the first half of the season. Yeah. I have a feeling we saw a big progression in his character, you know? Like, I don't know if he would now do all those things. But, like, I definitely don't think he would kill Wallace. That's, like, the line I don't think he would cross.
I mean, if he does, I mean, imagine if he is the one, I would, like, the shock of my fucking life. Then I would be like, I have been lied to for, like, 12 episodes. Because, like, I literally don't know who this character is.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's certain things that he wouldn't do. I think there are certain lines that he wouldn't cross.
I honestly, that's a very interesting thing to me about him. Is that like I don't feel like I know him completely because we saw this one side of him where he has feelings, but like in my mind when whenever let's say Avon we had seen with him and Avon, seems to me like he's with them, he's on their side. He would like to, he would still think of progressing in this business. Yeah. In my mind, we haven't seen what I thought we were gonna see from him as that, and that's his thing where like the moment where he started thinking of running away or going out or thinking of the way. We have never had that, you know?
I mean, he was saying that he is getting tired of this and everything, and like that's what I thought, like potentially if Wallace gets killed, I feel like that would affect him a lot. And like maybe after that he maybe wants to start to leave, but again I feel like he's gonna be arrested. Yeah. So like I think it's gonna be a done deal. That's maybe kind of what I expect to be happening. I don't know if Kima wakes up now or the next step. Maybe the next step is like in the finale, like last shot she opens her eyes or something. Cleaning up. You know what cleaning up could mean? Like cleaning up house in terms of like getting rid of people who talk, like or killing Little Man, killing Wallace.
Cleaning up.
Or just like if someone's cleaning.
No.
Go in. Freeze your ass off that wall then. Now you're just gonna what? Call off your little crusade?
Is that what you think it was? Crusade? Avon Barksdale was just a way for me to show everyone how smart I was and how fucked up the department is, that's all. Just put Jimmy McNulty up on your shoulders, march him around the room, break out the keg. It was never about Avon Barksdale, Lieutenant. It's all about me.
You think I didn't know that? This case is gonna move forward. With you or without you.
This case got her shot. I put a battery up her ass and got her thinking this case meant something. This case means exactly shit.
Well, I know it meant damn near nothing to me when you came in beating the drum. But now we got that woman there, that good police, breathing through a fucking tube because it meant something to her. And the shooters
Yeah.
who dropped Kima, they're still in the wind. And whoever sent those motherfuckers into that alley needs to get got to. So you can stand there, dripping with liquor smell and self-pity if you got a mind to. But this case, it means something. Now.
I feel like their relationship has a lot of potential for me to like really love.
Yeah. Especially the way where it started.
Yeah.
I love this. What they talked about.
Yeah, because like he is the one that like figured out the existence of Avon, you know, and he's the one that like brought this. And like sure that, you know, that could have been a thing of like him wanting to be smarter and everything, but like he is also correct, you know?
Yeah, and
He's also correct.
I also think that like he
Is that the end of the sentence?
no, it wasn't. But you started looking at me, and I got confused. I forgot what I was to say. You were like this.
Really? I didn't feel like I was doing that.
Yeah, I just think that like because Jimmy feels the way it feels, he
Yeah, of
feels
course.
like someone needs to motivate him. And imagine like if him now woke up and realized that like everybody left this case and like nobody thinks it's important anymore, and she got shot
And he was
over
always the one that was pushing more
Exactly,
towards it, yeah.
So,
and
like,
like she
I-
got shot because of it. you know?
Exactly. So I think it would.
I mean, when someone is near death, everything seems unimportant, you know? And so, like, of course, he's gonna be doing this. This is Mio right here. Wallace!
What
Don't
does
be
that
here!
mean?
Wallace,
You
don't.
hit him again, yo? I've been calling him all morning. He ain't hit me back yet. Damn. We're gonna tap out by noon.
Stash? Are we like running low?
What the fuck you think, nigga? Fish food.
Oh, fish food. Fish food. He's really fucking feeding the fish.
No more pages. Couch, no couch, off the air, alright? Nobody gonna use these cell phones except for you and Bodie. You use these phones to set up a meet, go to that meet, and talk face to face, period.
So no more pay phones.
Nigga, you deaf, I said no phones, no phones.
So I'm gonna reach y'all.
We wasted all of this to like get some dope on the table. All of fucking this.
Yeah.
That niggas ain't hurt. Narcos took the main stash. Why the fuck you think we changing up?
How useless, I cannot believe.
Literally.
There you go.
I told you it's a vibe. I told you there's some type of vibe.
The gift of corrected vision. Compliments of the BPD.
Dang, you all focus.
Oh, what man wouldn't be? Last night they burned us all away.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I swear to God, last drum in this motherfucker's head.
Not a message since early morning. Shit, I even had to cut Prez loose. Send his ass on down to Annapolis.
For what?
State campaign finance reports. I checked all the stuff here in the city, but I got the feeling Barksdale's money has legs.
Oh, shit.
Smart.
All the work we did to get up on this fucking wire.
Yeah.
We don't need these guys the way that we didn't expect them to stay in the pocket. Plus, they know they dropped the police.
Well, then we need to change up, too.
Listen, I think what's important is to take stock and ask yourself what's out there that can still hurt you. Where are you weak? Where do you need to clean up?
Little man, Wallace.
But like I can't imagine now. You know, I don't think
Start with Orlando.
I can't imagine they even know who Wallace is. You know what I mean? Like.
At least.
That punk ass nigga ain't talk about shit else but the club.
How could they find out that he was speaking to the
So you walk
police?
away from the
Honestly,
club
because
without
like
a
right
license,
now
you're just an
he's
owner.
nobody to them.
You can't make a connect.
Yo, when this shit start up?
What about the time that your nephew beat that charge?
The security guard. The one whose testimony sprung to Angela.
The Keisha Lyles. Yeah. Bug-eyed ass bitch. But we hooked that up.
So she could still hurt you, right?
Hey, yo, lock that door.
I mean, this all says like Wallace is gonna die, but like I just right now can't see how, unless they find out that he talked to cops because like.
Bird and Bay.
Bird is stand tall.
He already in jail, and Bay about to go too.
We bay hard like a rock.
Then we got Savino.
Okay, so
Savino know it ain't nothing but an arm and hammer charge, right? I mean, he ain't
he's
gonna
gonna be 3 years, yeah?
for 3 years.
True.
Yeah.
And then we got, well, that shit with Orlando. The only problem there was Little Man.
Was. It's dead?
Yeah.
It's done?
Was.
Okay.
Who else?
It's over.
if they ask, around, I feel like Bodhi would say that Wallace has been
You want to sit listening to a bunch of
not good.
broke-ass payphones, have at it. But you don't need all that manpower to do it.
Somebody's back us up.
I completely see that could have seen that happening 3 episodes ago. Maybe if Wallace comes back and says something, that would make sense. But right now, in this moment, nobody remembers Wallace. You know?
He asked you a question, Lieutenant. I have no opinion.
What do you mean?
What's
They're
the
about
name of that
to.
old detective from Pawn?
Do not
No.
fucking dare!
I mean, your case is dead if he goes ever.
Freeman. Prisbaluski.
Okay, we're good. Oh, he thinks just keep the ones that are useless. Okay, Sant'Angelo, that's fine.
If you want to do anything beyond listen to those dead phones, you need to brief me first.
That's the only people we're losing, those two.
You did good, Cedric.
Fuck off.
You play your cards right. All the work you did over the past few months will speak volumes for you.
And Major Spurgeon is saying that he's retiring at the end of November.
Which opens up the Northwest Command.
That's right.
He wanted that once upon a time. He wanted it once upon a time, but you can see on his face that he has now bigger goals.
Sheila, send Patrick in.
Look at this guy.
Anything up? Pulling campaign finance reports for every politician in the city of Baltimore, right?
Okay, I understand now.
We are?
And making calls to some contributors. Asking questions. Doing background checks.
I don't know anything about this.
I mean, Ronnie, where the fuck is all this going?
Those are
Let's see
public
where it
reports,
goes.
Right? I mean,
Just so there's no misunderstanding, I want to give you this. Copies of checks on the account of my re-election committee representing the return of 5 separate contributions totaling $4,500. And I don't know those people. And I don't know why they gave. That money's going to be returned to the donors immediately.
guys, listen to me. I don't know a fucking thing about anyone looking at campaign contributions.
Be that as it may, this should make it clear that our hands are clean.
Oh my god, what are you gonna ask him?
He's not about to say Wallace, I
No.
think. So, like, what?
Yeah, we need to holler at your boy. You're the one that dimed on Omar's bitch. Can't recall his name.
No, why?
You know, the one that was at the Greek tonight. We
Why?
paid him for the lookout.
What would y'all need him for?
What's it to you?
The fuck do you mean what's me to me?
Say what? He's gone. He's out the game.
Out the game.
That's even worse.
Yo, the man asked you a simple question.
He's 16.
I don't mean y'all no disrespect. You know I don't. I'm sitting here telling you that the boy is out the game. And even if he wasn't out the game, it wouldn't be no problem.
But you know we just want to talk to him, D. Let the boy be.
Just let him be.
The I love you so much. I
They're
feel like
gonna
that's gonna
ask
get
Brody
Wallace
now.
killed now because like now they care. My boy, you did good. You do good.
Maybe she is preparing for something.
Well, yes, but like she, oh, she has a.
Honey, just leave the damn thing alone.
I like honestly, I don't. I'm so confident this girl is gonna end up alive.
Me too.
But like this thing should get her killed. So easy.
This must be so terrifying for her.
Oh, that phone's right there, shorty. Who the fuck is she? Housing, please?
No. She's one of them civilians they got doing security. Housing cops with the gray uniforms.
So she's not armed or nothing.
Is she looking?
This look seems terrifying to me. What about you?
Okay, she's leaving.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't think anyone's like suspecting her. Okay. Let's not do this again. I don't like this
I
at all.
don't like this at all.
Table scraps.
I can't do this anymore.
You won't have to.
Good.
They're gonna look at me and they're gonna know I need to quit.
Don't need you wearing this wear, right? Just need you to go and then do one more thing.
No, don't do that.
Terrifying.
What?
Oh, look at this country nigga. Man, Wallace. So you gonna put me back on the money?
Ho. Look, if we do put you back on, you gonna have to start at lookout, man. You lost your spot when you bucked town, dog. I mean, come on. A real man to stay with his people. He wouldn't run at the first sight of some blood, you know?
But y'all can still have a 5-0, right? If he went back on the money, he back on the money. If he wanted. My man might be thinking about going back to Edmonton like we talked about, right?
Is he gonna warn him?
I mean, there's still nothing to warn about.
What do you mean?
Knows about the whole witness.
They told me they're gonna talk to him.
Until he knows more.
Why Dixon and Keisha Lyles now?
Because now they know it for real. Everyone's cleaning the house all the way.
Oh,
First we'll
Nikisha.
show Joe and anyone who thinks we might be able to flip. What about the boy?
Yeah.
Bunk asking the right fucking questions. I feel fucking
Go
sick.
down to the show on a Friday. The plan was to bring him back up on the money for the grand jury.
And what happened? Greg's got shot.
Caprice?
They fucking forgot about him.
Daniels with the Baltimore department? Is there someone that can take a run out in Cambridge, check on the kid who got stashed down there? Have Sidney pull a call from motor pool. We'll get the kid back up here tonight. He sleeps on my sofa and we're grand jurying in the morning.
He's lying tonight.
What about your stripper?
Woman's got the heart.
I'm saying, this here game, it ain't gonna work for you no more, man. If you leaving, you stirred up some shit. I'm saying, it ain't your fault enough. But D, look, I appreciate what you're trying to say and all, but I grew up in the courts, alright? Anybody ask you whether you're in this game, you tell them you're in it for life. Alright? You play it hard, you play it tight, and you make sure niggas know you're gonna stand by your people. Hey! What you doing down in PJ, you lost? I'm looking for you. You know I'll be down here working. You know, working man gotta eat. You can get up out of here and get back to it. Be safe. You too.
I mean, I assume that's his mother, but she looks too young to be his mother, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it's his mom.
Baby, out the feast. What was that? You know girl or something?
Mom.
Nigga, that's my mom.
Yeah. You can feel that it's his mom.
Yeah.
Clay wanted to meet you, see if there was any help.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why he wanted to meet. I don't want to meet you, I don't want to see you.
Your people are apparently pulling finance reports
So?
and checking up on some of the contributors.
So?
I wanted to reassure you on that front. I'm not involved in drugs, Lieutenant.
Good.
Then you have nothing to be scared about.
Business with the senator's driver.
This business with Mr. Price. This is a misunderstanding that is really of no concern to the police. Eric, will you explain to this motherfucker just what the fuck it is he's doing here?
Lieutenant Dan.
Excuse me, sir. But it's pretty basic. If the senator's not involved in anything illegal, then he doesn't need to worry. I can't be any clearer about it than that.
Fool, what do you think? Do we know anything about who gives money? Do we give a damn about who they are or what they want?
Maybe you
We have
should.
no way of running down them or their stories. We don't care. We just cash the damn checks, count the votes, and move on.
Anything else, Deputy Burrow? Gentlemen?
Daniels, what a fucking glow up you had.
Yeah.
And you just ain't talking to me now, Irv. You talking to the mayor, the city caucus, the state central committee, and right now you got your hand in our pocket.
18 what? 18 what?
And the best part, Club is 37.
Oh!
If you know by the numbers, it makes you sound more...
The exam?
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Sergeant
It's funny.
God help us.
That is true. That is true.
Literally.
Dennis. Wallace is out of pocket. 2 days. Thanks.
I mean, like, we know how this is gonna go. There's no other way for this to go. Like, what am I... Bodhi, see, Bodhi, I fear you. No,
They're
that's what I'm
not
talking
him.
about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Bodhi is the one.
They want to promote him.
Yeah, Bodhi is the one that wants to prove himself. That wants to, like...
What's up with that boy? Man, he's just a punk, that's all. Where you been at?
That's suspicious, you know what I mean? Like, he could have been talking to the police, now he's back to be...
So what happened to Omar's bitch?
He just ain't built for this, man.
What about you? You built for this shit?
Why?
Don't be like, prove it, shoot him.
You ready to put the work in? You got heat?
Heat like a gun?
I can't believe this.
You
Then
know,
we're gonna
everything
all
that's
see
coming
all of
for
that.
you, I'm certain things are coming for you and you're gonna deserve every last bit of it. Every last fucking bit of it. I'm sure in the future I might like you, we might be good, I might feel something for you. But when it comes to it, Stringer,
Okay.
when it comes to you,
I
you're
was
gonna
like,
deserve every
Bodhi?
fucking bit of it. I will never speak like that about a child. Bodhi is a child to me. I mean, he's like in this world and like
And
that
he
makes me...
will, at some point, will not be a child.
I know, that's a tragedy. He's gonna grow up like this and he's gonna grow up to not be a good man. I'm certain he's gonna get his, you know. But like, at this point, I'm looking at the people giving orders that they're the adults. And
I
using
can't
these
believe-
children about to prove themselves.
Can't believe
Fucking, he's a juvenile, you know what I mean? I'm so mad.
they're gonna be so late.
Boy, cheap Bob's never be
I'm
putting
so mad now.
napkins in the bag. Motherfuckers, napkins expensive and shit. So is my money. Come on, go, Sneak. Y'all know what's here. Go, I need to get up in this Chinese food, cause you know. You listening to me? Hold up, take your plates first.
Big Time was a new video on 106 Park.
106 Park?
Vicious.
It's vicious. Yeah. For real. What they call you on there?
Boss, cause I got the stuff.
You got stuff?
Yeah.
Well, but we need to get up in these egg rolls or something. I rolled around Cambridge all
I need to be mad so that I won't be sad.
If he's down.
Plan is to get a remote mic into the office. Maybe even some fiber optics.
Only we don't know where Avon's office is yet.
Which is where Shardine helped us out in a big way.
What you need to do? Take that tape measure next to about to hold the other end.
Ain't none of y'all ever been in the military?
You probably went down to the shore to clean that shit up. Man, if he using it, you know he ain't reliable. I'm a steak. But the man gave the word, alright? We either step up or we step the fuck off.
What do you mean, are you like, two of you are gonna get him?
It's the fucking game.
It's not a game, it's not a game, put.
What is happening?
Put.
You ever hear of an elected official in Baltimore giving money back? Whatever
I
he's
can't
doing
believe
is
it didn't
very
even
well.
cross my mind it could be Body. I mean, I thought he could snitch on him.
Yeah, I thought
Like,
like he was too fucking
but
out to
like, I
shoot
was-
someone like that.
I didn't even cross my mind they would do something like that. But
Forgive me
when you
for
think about it,
prying
it's
into
so
the
obvious.
details of our investigation.
They don't even
Like a
have
boy.
anybody else
What
right
the
now
hell
there.
are you guys doing?
And this one needs to step up.
I'm so mad.
My mom used to bring me in here. This good place called Fruit Fantasy. Like orange soda, some shit like that?
I can't believe it. I can't even imagine
My
that.
mom used to put Mad Bacardi in hers on. It wasn't much you didn't pour it into you. Could you imagine talking about your mom like you're still a kid?
He is.
Well, I got to thinking on it. Your ass ain't got to be hard all the goddamn time either. Soft link, break the chain. What are you? A boy or a man? I'm a man.
When you get to the top floor, it's 8 paces to the door to the dressing room, and then another
Good
10 to
job,
the
girl. Never do anything like
80
this
to
again.
110 in from the front.
Easy now. How old needs to be as big as your finger? Not those SK sausage looking fingers you got.
You know what big hands mean? You know what big hands mean, right?
Oh my god, you're a grown man. You're a grown man.
Fresh dress, Wallace and mother.
Everything point. I mean, he's gonna die, right? He's gonna die. I just like I can't believe that. Honestly, I literally can't believe that.
Did he move the kids out of the house?
You hear me? Game over. Fuck y'all at?
Game over.
Alright, when I find y'all, I'm beating y'all asses. Now where y'all at? Man, you's a weak ass nigga, man. Yo, I'm a nigga, yo. You fucking brought this on yourself, man. We boys. You brought this on yourself. You ain't gotta be like this, yo. You niggas been BC, remember that? Come on. Wetting your fucking pants like you a little boy. Be a man. Stand up like a motherfucking man. Oh, my niggas doing that. You said you was a fucking man. Stand up straight. That's us, man. Do it, goddammit, if you're gonna.
Hey, Wallace. I'm looking for your son. Thought you might help us out as to his whereabouts.
Where are who? Snatch that 10 out of my purse without asking. I'll slap it right out of his eyes.
Look, here's my card. You run into him, you call me.
Just dial 911 and talk to whoever pick up. Don't say your name or nothing. Just say that there's been an animal hurt inside that house right there, and then you hang up.
Animal.
I need you to run up to NYC and pick up a little something.
Look, I know we capped and all. Shit, everybody's waiting on the re-up, but I never made that run before.
Listen, right now, man, I feel like I don't have that many people around me I can really trust. Not like I can't. You follow me? We just need to maintain. But I don't know, so we can keep holding them towers.
He's not get arrested.
When? Tonight.
We got something real. All right.
Yo, Dennis. Yeah. What?
Poor fucking kid.
With Wallace gone, that stringer out of the box.
How about I call my lawyer? Have him explain the whole profiling thing to you.
Okay, slowly bring your right arm around your back. Now bring the other one.
Remember me? The lawyer.
Easy. We're just getting started.
The lawyer, motherfucker.
Okay, so you're hard. But guess what? I could give a fuck.
You? I'm tired of your games. What, you want me to write a letter, some shit like that?
No game we need to run. You're popping the kilo on the cut.
Someone else is fucked up. You follow me? But it's you they're gonna blame, and you is gonna do the job.
Lawyer.
Well, that'll be Levy, right? Oh, by the way, your boy Wallace shot that in the low rises. That's how y'all take care of your own, right?
You a lying motherfucker. So what? Want me to write a letter to his mom too? The fuck out of here.
You ain't have to send him the way you did. You sent my son to New York in a motherfucking rental, and then you just let him ride with that package in the trunk?
I'm sorry it went
Sorry
like
ain't gonna bring that boy out of prison. Just better make sure that Jew lawyer of yours earns his money, alright?
Yeah, meaning we all got a lot to protect here. You need to remind him of that. So when it come down to it, he can stand up tall.
I'll raise that boy. And I raised him right.
Burn to the ground, boy. I would say everything.
It wasn't me who fucked up.
Oh, really? So who did?
Is Wallace dead? Let's talk about that.
Got a good shot at bringing you home here.
Then what? Who wanna take the weight for all the shit in the trunk of that car? Where's Wallace at? Where's the boy, String?
D'Angelo, shut your mouth.
Do not.
Where's Wallace? That's all I wanna know.
Kid, you better think.
Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh? String! Look at me! Look at me! Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh? I don't want this painless way motherfucker representing me. I'm gonna get my own man. Alright? So just get back in your car and get the fuck back down south.
Alright, you stupid motherfucker. You made the decision.
Yeah, I made my decision. Where's Wallace at? Where the fuck is Wallace? Where's Wallace, String? String! Where the fuck is Wallace? Huh? String up!
Bring him in. You're done.
Why? Why not stay up on the bug we got in his office?
The bug you didn't brief me about.
Well, I thought your little bird told you everything we did a minute after we did it.
We are hunting our shooters. And by the grace of God and your good work, we've got a viable case on our main target. Just charge Barksdale with the temp purchase from New York and bring it all home.
And what about Stringer, his number two? He slipped off the hook when we lost the boy witness.
We've done all we can.
I'm trying to put them down for real, not for some short-time bit.
That all you're trying to do? See, if that's all you're trying to do, how's it you have people pulling campaign records and finance reports?
Do you have no shame? Does he have no shame when he speaks about this? As if he's in the right.
There might have been a time when I was willing to say otherwise to let you and all your friends hide some of their dirt, but not now.
You want to talk about dirt? Have at it. Talk some shit about your Eastern District days. Talk some shit about what was going on back when you was running wild in that DEU.
It's just talk.
Just talk.
I don't know what the DEU is. Drug Enforcement Unit.
I mean, that's the thing they've been talking about in the beginning.
Yeah, no. Well, what did he do? Did he do anything?
You came into a lot of money quick. You can go to jail just as quick if I start asking the right.
Let us all start asking the right questions.
Or you are done. Hell, I don't even need you to lock up Barksdale. This case is done.
You do what you feel. You want to pull Avon in on half a case? You go ahead. You want to put my shit in the street to feel free. But the Eastern had a lot of stories. Mine ain't the only one. A lot of people came through that district. If you were gonna do me, I'd already be done. But there ain't nothing you fear more than a bad headline that's there. You'd rather live in shit than let the world see you work a shovel. You can order warrants, and I'll serve them. But as long as I have days left on those dead wires, this case goes on.
Look at these Delta Force motherfuckers, man. I mean, look at them. What's up with Levy?
You said you're gonna meet us down there.
Damn, I still didn't get this safe out of here yet, man.
They're taking this really chill.
150. We'll open it up, man. No sense in running a good safe.
Open it up.
This isn't as much fun as I thought it would be.
White guys do love to break out their toys, don't
Do you think it's Tony Montana up there? These guys probably haven't touched a gun in years. You meet Lieutenant.
I mean, literally, this is pointless. They're doing nothing. Oh my god, they're in the same room.
Catch you later.
I have nothing on him. The way I wanted this moment to be so satisfying, you know? Well, we know it's pointless. What? He's gonna serve nothing. What, Jimmy? What did he see something rehab, 250 million? London rehab project receives 250 million for development? What does that mean? Is that like a front or is it?
Still wearing bracelets. Still no Weebay? No little man?
No, nothing there.
It's the best work I ever did. I never did a case like this. It's not enough. I'm gonna go back to auto tomorrow morning and just feel like this just ain't finished.
Detective.
Are we sure there's 13 episodes?
Yeah. It does feel like the last
This
one.
literally feels like season finale. I'm so confused.
Maybe Kimba is gonna wake up in the next episode. Oh my god, the end. Well.
What can I tell you? I mean, this was like my favorite episode of the show so far. I mean, I think it was phenomenal, and that does say something because I thought every other episode was also just incredibly well done. This one, I mean, everything that happened, it was all the culmination of all the past 11 episodes that we watched. It was just done so well, but like because of the tragedy that happened in this episode, like it really leaves you feeling empty and just sad.
Yeah, honestly, we just talked about that briefly. how I can't even say that this is my favorite episode of the season, not because it wasn't good, it was done amazingly, and especially everything around Wallace, because of course I was the most affected with everything that happened around him, and the way that left me feeling lasted through the entire episode until the ending, you know. So, but like I felt very sad and angry, and I felt injustice, and I wasn't feeling any good and any positive feeling during this entire episode. You know, like the whole episode, everything, I was just not satisfied with what was happening. I don't mean writing was amazing. I mean, they did it like this on purpose, and I think that's even better, because like then maybe when Avon actually goes down, it's gonna be even better than if he went down today in this episode.
I mean, he technically did go down.
Not in my eyes.
He's gonna do a bit of jail time, and they're gonna get him out. Like, it's nothing.
For me, he did not go down for anything.
Mm-hmm.
For him, he did not go down for anything. For Jimmy, he did not go down for anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like putting him in prison for 3 months after all the work that they have had, that they've been through, that they did, and everything they had in their hands. Yeah. It all went down because of the dope on the table, basically. Yeah. And it all went down because people in charge didn't let them do actual work, finish it, because they could have had them.
Yeah.
Just like slowly and carefully, they could have gotten Avon and Stringer at the same time.
I mean, and this is just now, like, you can't even celebrate, because what is there to celebrate? Like, there's a dead kid.
I mean,
like,
you can see everything in Jimmy's eyes as well.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's like standing on top of the stairwell, and like, you know,
Daniel's eyes as well.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name for a second.
Yeah, it left me feeling a certain type of way, because like it's such a tragedy. Like, couldn't have been more tragic. I didn't think of the angle of having Bodhi and Poot shoot him. Like, that is the tragic bit. Like, I mean, it was even tragic he's just gonna die. But like, it didn't cross my mind that they were gonna have kids shoot a kid. That is also a part that like breaks my heart. And like, I thought, you know, whoever kills Wallace, I thought like it's gonna be Weebay and whatever. And I was like, fucking can't wait for you to go down as well. And like, I don't feel any type of like, let's say, anger towards Bodhi, let's say, because the whole situation with him and Poot is also very tragic to me, and it's also like they are kids there. And Bodhi we have seen this from the very beginning, but Bodhi is really trying to like prove himself and act tough and like act like, you know, this is where he belongs, and like he's a man, and like be a man, and he is trying to do that because I mean that's what this like environment requires of you. And he wants to like play that image.
I mean, they all want to play that image. He's just maybe better at it in some ways, you know, better at shutting down the feelings that he could potentially have, because he's taught not to have them. In the world like this, I think since you are born and since you are very young and you get into this game, you are taught not to have those feelings about these types of things.
Because like you're taught like, okay, the rules of the game, but like what rules? What fucking game? You know what I mean? Like there's no such thing.
And if you are taught that only if you're strong, you know, you are gonna survive, then you're gonna learn how to be strong.
Yeah.
You know, and that is
and
just
you're gonna
how it
like play it, let's say, smart, and be like do things that are like might be heartless. And like you can see when he was pointing the gun at Wallace, you know, and he's like telling him like, you know, just be a man and do it, and like he's speaking to himself. Like you can see that he like hesitate because he's a fucking kid.
There was also like, another moment when you can hear in his voice when he tells him, like Wallace said something and he told him something, and you can hear that his voice is cracking a bit. And that's, I think, when Poot said just do it, and then he shot him immediately. It's like he didn't allow himself to think anymore and to feel anything.
Yeah, because like you see that he is very much like everything he's saying to Wallace, he is saying to himself. Basically, like, stand up and be a man and shoot him, because like again he thinks this is like, let's say, what he is supposed to do and how it's like played, and that like Wallace, I don't know, got his, which is like ridiculous to say, because like they're now cleaning house. They don't even fucking know if Wallace spoke to the police. They have no proof that Wallace spoke to the police. Yeah. They are literally going off on a hunch that like potentially he could have spoken. You know? A fucking 16-year-old. Yeah. Stringer and Avon, don't come to my face.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to say. That's why I don't at all feel anger towards either body or Put. No. Maybe in some seconds, you know, I was shocked, I was hurt, I was angry, and all of that. So like I don't know where to put all that anger towards to, you know. Exactly, but just immediately after you realize, like you said, like they think that's how it's supposed to be, but for them it is. Yeah. Like for them, they don't have any other option. Like what are they gonna do? Maybe they, like, you know, like many of them can't, even if they wanted to, even if they were able, just like Wallace, to break from that cycle. And like there was a moment when they wanted to get out of this business. Like many of them, they didn't have any option to. I mean, like where to go to school.
You're stuck here. Like that's what like Dee said to Wallace. Like if someone asks you, you're in here for life. Like you're in this for life, and you will, you know, you are standing by your guys for life, because like if they think you can't get out, if you won't try to get out, it's gonna be like, oh well, why are you? There's something suspicious, so let us shoot you. Like, I really didn't think that Wallace was gonna be shot without, like, any comfort. It's not like that would have made it better. He's gonna be dead and he's gonna be dead either way. But, like, it's incredible to me that they shot a fucking kid because, like, of a potential of him speaking. Like, understand? They're careful, they're smart in this business. But, like, do you think that at any point I could, like, have warm feelings to such people who are gonna shoot a 16-year-old for, like, an assumption that he might talk?
Because like when we talked about that, we talked about how that's gonna happen like a day before he testifies. They know they're gonna find out that he's supposed to testify tomorrow, and like the day that he was supposed to testify, I imagine him not coming to court, or something like that. And then we find his body in like near his grandma's house in an alley. You know. Something like that. That's what I envisioned. I definitely didn't envision it to be on a hunch. Possibility.
I mean, they were legitimately right, because he would have they would have gotten him to testify. But like, I don't know if he would have, because like he came back, so I'm not sure what he would have done. Doesn't matter. But like, it was dumb luck that they were right about this. I mean, they were not right about the security lady, whatever she was. They literally just shot her and she was not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you take care of your people. You know, that's what Jimmy told to Dee. Like, that's how they take care of their own.
But honestly, now I can completely imagine Bodhi's storyline, where he does everything he's supposed to in the game, when he does everything they require of him
and
to
he
be in the
moves
game,
up,
and
sure.
he moves up and he's next to them, and he is not probability, he is
let's say a possible, not danger, but liability,
and he is a liability in that moment,
in their eyes,
and that's how he dies.
I
could completely see that, because like Stringer and Avon protect Stringer and Avon, and that's it. Like, even if they protect him, in my eyes, that's just because they need him. They're gonna protect V-Bay because like he's gonna be a muscle for them in the future. They're gonna maybe protect, you know. But like, even a little man, he was a problem. He's not anymore because he's dead.
Because like he did a dumb thing, and like he did, you know, but like they're literally shooting people that have also done nothing, you know. To be careful, and sure, you can call that a smart move in that world. It is completely heartless. It's gonna be very hard for me to feel something for them.
But
like I can I mean, look, depends on things, how things go. Like, I was looking at Stringer and I was, like, telling you, like, maybe at some point I'm gonna have some warm feelings about you. But, like, I will never forget this. And, like, the day that you get your own, and I am certain that you will get your own, I am certain that you're gonna die, it's gonna be a good day. And, like, maybe at that point I'm gonna feel, like, bad about it, or something like that, but it's gonna feel cathartic.
No, yeah, I agree. But like at the end of the day, he could at some point he doesn't have to. I'm just going on with the fact that like Iris
Iris Elba
is very famous for that role. Yeah. So I think he done a very good job, and I think he's gonna be, in my eyes, that's what I expect, a well written character. And like
I expect that as well. Yeah.
The most I can expect. That's not gonna happen. Like the most I expect is to have similar type of feeling that I had towards Walter White, let's say.
I was gonna compare them as well.
Just like that, like maybe he's gonna have something that I'm gonna care for, you know, maybe his relationship with Avon, possibly, maybe, you know, like why he's so loyal to him exactly, let's say, maybe we're gonna have some backstory of his, how he got to this place, let me say, how he became so heartless and cold, you know, just like Bodhi, let's say, you know, but and so like, but the end of the day, just like I thought Walter White should die, and I did cry for him dying, you know, so like that's how I maybe the most I could possibly, in my eyes right now, feel for him.
Like that's the only way, but like when he gets his, it's gonna be a good fucking day, and it's gonna be deserving. And like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people, especially on the other side in the police department and everything, and like the higher ups, they're not gonna get what they deserve, and like that's gonna be a tragedy because they all should. And if there was any justice in the world, every single fucking one of you should get yours. And like I understand it's not how it works. Like we can only hope for some. Like I'm certain that like some of them are gonna, like, let's say, maybe in a way lose their jobs or something. I can't even fucking imagine how they would lose their jobs.
Some of them, I think they will.
I think so as well, but like when you think about it, what could they possibly do to lose their jobs? Like unless there's like something that the police cannot fully cover up, and so like, oh well, sorry, we have to do that. I
have a feeling they're gonna throw one under the bus. One not the most important. You know, something like that.
Of course, because like it's not like the higher ups are gonna
probably
get it.
Some that we hate enough
well,
for
like,
us.
Let's say Herc or Carver. I want to say one of the two could go.
Our guys
from the.
I hope somebody on the bigger position than them.
I don't know.
I'm hoping somebody on a big. Us to feel that, for that to be cathartic, like you say. I'm not gonna. I don't want them.
No, that's the thing I want to say is that like. It's gonna be the tails all this time. The people who are really up in charge and who can get never get there.
But that's what I mean. I don't think the main one is gonna get. I don't think the one on
maybe
top.
Maybe we get
the
senator.
Exactly.
Maybe we get that senator.
They're gonna throw one under the bus. You know, like one.
Maybe.
You know, because that one is not gonna be able to, like, they're not gonna be able to cover up completely, so like one has to go.
Yeah.
You know, for us, like, we're gonna hate that guy, so like maybe we're gonna feel something big happy, but like at the end of the day, nothing's gonna change. Like the second guy is gonna come and it's gonna be completely the same.
I feel like you can already see the ending of the show, kind of. It's gonna be the whole thing of like, there's so little you can do. As an individual in this type of a system where everyone is looking for their own interest and everyone like wants to not rock the boat just because of what is of benefit to them, and there's not much you can do, and it's always gonna like the cycle's gonna keep going, and like by the end we're not gonna move anywhere further than where we were in the beginning. Like there's gonna be tragedies on the side of the kids in the street who are going to continue growing up in such poverty and who are going to continue growing up under such a systemic racism that like they are never going to be able to have a chance in life, and they're going to become the next Avons and next Stringers and everyone else, and like the police force is always going to have the same people. Like I feel like you can really see the ending of the show because like it's very realistic and nothing is going to change and nothing has changed.
Exactly. And also, when you think about it, like, even if Avon and even if Stringer fall down, you know, like, this is just one part of Baltimore. This is just, like, one, like, they are in charge of, like, West Side. Yeah. Like there is somebody else who is gonna take over this side.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there are still people who are gonna buy drugs. There are still people who are gonna continue being in crime. There is these children that they have nowhere else to go or nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna accept anybody else who is in charge.
Yeah. And that's like, that's a tragedy of the whole thing. And so like that's why it's always gonna be really tragic to me about like, characters like Bodhi and Poot. I mean Wallace especially, but like, now Bodhi and Poot are like still in it. Like Poot also really Poot hurt me because like he was close to Wallace, and I think he's he got the kids out of the house, I feel like, at least while Wallace is gonna die, so that they wouldn't see that. And like when Bodhi shot him, because like Bodhi was hesitant, so he shot him somewhere in the chest area where he is still alive and like we can see him breathing. And so like Poot took the gun and like shot 2 times, I'm guessing, in the head, so that like he would stop suffering. And like they told him like something like, say that there's like an animal. I think Poot said that to someone, like say there's like there's an animal. And like I remember when we had that episode of like us meeting Wallace, I think he exited the door where it said something like caged animals and like watch out. And like that always stood out to me, because like he very much is caged in that world. Yeah. I mean all of them. Yeah. And like it's not easy. And so like I really feel no type of anger towards Bodhi or Poot, even though like they are the ones that like, let's say, pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
I feel all my anger is like just focused on Stringer and Avon.
Yeah,
all of it.
I just really feel sad for both. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I know what they have done, but like I feel sadness for them.
Yeah.
And I would love if they would
get out,
be able to, if something was able to change in their lives. I know it won't, like, because now Poot is responsible for all those children, like he'll live with them. And like the only reason why I thought it would be easy for me if it was Bodhi and not Poot, and why that moment with Poot hurt me even more, because I always felt like Poot and Wallace have been much closer than Bodhi and Wallace, at least from what we have seen in the show. So like that moment hurt me a lot. And yes, in that moment he stopped Wallace from suffering, but like I think that moment is only gonna affect him at the end of the day, because Wallace is dead. That's it. He would have died either way. But like this way, I'm very not interested to see how that's gonna affect Poot. Mm-hmm. When I say not interested, because I'm not happy that I'm gonna see that. But like to me, I think that would, like, him being the one who killed Wallace at that moment would fucking destroy me. Probably kill the person for the first time.
That's the thing that like also really makes me angry about this whole situation, is that like both of them know they're literally cleaning house, like they're killing people who like potentially could be liabilities, and they want to prove themselves. And so like they want to be the ones, because like I'm sure they also fear for their lives if they don't do this. Like if Bodhi comes to like Stringer and says, I couldn't have done it because like he's my friend and whatever, he's getting shot.
That's not
you know what I mean? And so like you're putting them in this, I'm so angry. And so you're putting them in this type of a situation. There's no way out.
But like that's it's ridiculous that the moment that like should have made me hate them, made me care for them more, which is fucking ridiculous. But like, how could I not care about 2 guys who are stuck in this and have to do things like this? But like there's lies. Both is 100%. I don't know how important Poot is gonna be for the continuation of the show.
I feel like Poot might be the one that like not saying that like gets out, but he could just like quietly start doing something else maybe.
I don't know, especially not after the scene where he killed Wallace. I honestly don't know. He killed his family.
I know, it's just because like we don't see much of him.
I know.
And like I feel like Bodhi is gonna have that story, and like it could really go the way that you said. I can really see that. But just because like with Poot, we don't see a lot of him, so I don't think we're gonna continue seeing a lot of him. And I think like just maybe, maybe he's can't do something else.
I
Like, it was a very sad scene also to me because, like, you know, Wallace was telling them, like, you're my boys. Like, they have known each other since they were kids. And, like, you have the scene of, like, Poot looking at the kids. I think it was two. Looking at the kids playing. It's so fucking sad. I'm so mad. I'm trying to be more mad than I am sad because, like, I can at least, like, do something with being mad.
I mean,
it was awful. It was awful. And it was like, you know, he came back. Like, he never should have come back. But he came back, and Dee was like, Dee didn't want him to be back. And he was telling him, like, you wanted to go back to school. But, like, if you want to be back on the money, like, I'm gonna let you be back on the money. But, like, he was trying to keep him safe. Like, they called him into the office. And they were like, what about the kid and everything? And he's like, you know, just let him be. I feel like that might have been an indicator to Avon and Stringer that, like, because, like, Dee is feeling a certain way about him, then there's, like, something that the kid is maybe going through or whatever, which makes him, like, an even more liability. That makes me really sad. In this episode, I always really loved Dee. In this episode, I loved him more. He is just really, like, I cannot fucking believe that he is, like, looking in jail over to Stringer, who was, like, on the fucking loose. You know, like, I cannot believe that this is where we are.
I'm just interested. I don't know where his story is gonna go.
That's what I wanted to say. It made me afraid. I always thought he was gonna end up in jail, but because, like, he was yelling at Stringer, like, where is Wallace? I loved that scene. I loved everything about that scene. I thought it was so fucking well done, and, like, Stringer was looking at him in a certain way, and, like, we know what they think about liabilities. And, like, while I don't think that Avon would touch his family, like, I would think I feel like Avon would protect his family. Like, that's his sister's son, you know, and, like, I feel like he wouldn't touch him, but, like, the way that Stringer was looking at him at that point, I thought that, like, Stringer would kill him. Honestly, or, like, have him killed or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, could completely see that. But the only thing that I would love if happened before that, like, if Dee maybe didn't stop at, like, where is Wallace? If he would have, I don't know, nothing, like, I would be sad if just, like, 2 episodes from now he gets killed in jail, you know? I would be so sad if that's how, I would not mind him dying if he did something before that. If he helped police have something before that.
Yeah.
And then he died for that. But then he died for Wallace.
Yeah.
Then he died because they are not treating their man right.
I would love he, like, dies because he's standing up for something. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. That's
and, like, doesn't wanna let it go, and that's why they kill him. Yeah. Like, I would feel better about that.
Completely, because I thought about that during that scene with Stringer when he was yelling, what about Wallace, and I could feel the anger in him.
I mean, Stringer did say, like, not like you dug your own grave, because, like, he fired the lawyer and he's like, I'm gonna get my own because, like, I don't trust you at this point anymore. Yeah. But, like, he said something to me that did sound, like, ominous, where I thought, like even if I think Avon wouldn't kill him, I feel like Stringer would go behind Avon's back to protect Avon, you know?
But I can't see that now. Because even though in jail, he's still in charge.
Yeah.
Completely. So, like...
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen now.
So that's why I think
I feel like there could be a possibility just because of the way that he was looking at him.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I just think that, like, I would... Like, I don't... I feel like he would not kill him today. So, like, maybe Dee would have to do something to be killed. And for Avon to accept that. Maybe not allow it, maybe not say it, kill it, but, like, when you put the evidence, look what he was gonna give to police, look what he was gonna do or did, or something like that. For Avon to be like, I have nothing to say to that, you know? Yeah. Like, be angry for 5 minutes and move on.
I mean, I don't know what Dee is even supposed to do, because, like, this is his family as well. And everything is connected, you know. We saw him with his mom, and, like, clearly he loves his mom, and so, like, if you speak something about them, you're giving up your uncle, and by that you're giving up, like, your whole fucking family and everything that they have. Like, it's gonna be seized and everything, which, like, oh well, you know, for me. But like for him, I can understand why that would be like
Yeah,
a
I
problem.
agree.
Like
I
I
agree.
could see him like not speaking about it because like it's his
Complete.
family, but like that he is done with them. You know, that like he will not, like there is not going back to the street and like working for them. Like I feel like that's done.
Yeah.
But like
Maybe
I
if
feel like
he-
I don't know.
Maybe if he just like maybe if he just threatens Stringer at any point again. But I can't see that. Like, why would they meet eye to eye? Like, I don't know what he is gonna do if for Stringer to kill him, to cross that line, because that's Avon's family. That's why I don't think he would cross that line. I don't think now is the time he would cross that line.
Yeah, I feel like
so,
he
like
would
he
need
has
to
to
be
do
pushed.
something. God, I wish, even though I don't know, I can't see it completely, and I don't know how it's gonna happen. Can he give them something just on Stringer? Let's say is
I
there
would feel
like
so good about that.
me too? Is there something like is there a possibility for something like that? And then he dies because like then I would be proud because he has done horrible things. He killed people.
Yeah.
Many people who have not been in the game, who did not deserve something like that. Dying for something like this would be cathartic, in my opinion, and very good for this character.
Yeah, and like I just really have a lot of love for him. Like it's not hard to see why. I really think his heart is in a good place. You know, I really don't think he is anywhere like close to what Stringer or Avon are. And that's why I feel love for him. Like, sure, is he, you know, are they smarter than him when it comes to business? Yeah, I don't care about that. Like, I care about what type of person you are and like why you are the way that you are. You know, like this story can only end tragically for him, but like I want him to get, if he's gonna die, like die holding your head up high.
Yeah, die fighting for your people because like they are not fighting for them. Neither Stringer
Like,
or
it's
Avon. They are
incredible.
not fighting for them. They killed every single one who threatens the two of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like if they're not fighting for people who work for them every single day, who are they gonna fight for?
Like it was such a harrowing image at the end, like that couch there that's empty. And like it was always, you know, the Wallace, Bodhi and Poot. And like that was destroyed. I really, like, I always felt a lot of like, whenever we went to them, like I always felt like, oh, those are our guys. Like those are our guys, and then like some in the police, those are our guys. Avon and you know Stringer, I never called our guys. Just like I don't call the upper ones in the police our guys.
No.
Fucking all of them should rot in hell.
Yeah.
But like I always felt a lot of
Love
protection over them.
Yeah,
like
for the
love.
people who are in the pit, who are doing that job.
And like it was, I
lower
feel like,
rises, I think
and it
they
was
call
very
them.
easy. Yeah, the low rises. And it was very easy to feel something for them because like they are kids.
Yeah.
And like that is always gonna make a difference to me. And I don't know how it wouldn't make a difference for everyone. Like I know that people are like, well, they're not kids, like 16, 17 is not, what the fuck you mean it's not a child? It's a fucking child. Yes, is it a child like in terms of like what you would usually see somewhere? No, but like they lived in such awful circumstances and like their brain hasn't even developed to make like good choices, and the things that they do, just like Bodhi and Poot did, you know, are not like they do it just because of the environment that they are in. Like they can't, you can't fucking make a choice actually at that age in the environment that you grow up in.
And,
like this is not a choice.
And
here.
I will honestly die on that hill.
Absolutely.
Just because
Absolutely.
like when you, like you said, do they make right choices? What choices? What are the right choices in their lives? What choice do they have? What choice did they have? They weren't able to be taught anything else in the environment they have been born into.
Yeah. No, it's just like a tragedy all around. And like that's what like Avon and Stringer are also exploiting. Like those are the people that work for them. That's what Stringer said in one of the first episodes. Like what is he gonna do? Like go to college?
Yeah.
Like this is all he has.
You know? Yeah, and this episode really felt like season finale to me.
Yeah, I could not believe that it wasn't really.
Yeah, just because exactly empty couch.
Yeah. Like a lot of things, like there was something
everything
to look
is
back on
in
season
some way,
episode 1.
And and everything is like every story in some way ended, like finished.
Yeah.
I guess in the next episode we're gonna have Kima wake up That's what I expect. And what is it also called?
It's called a sentencing. So like it's
So,
gonna be like how
yeah.
much they all get.
Avon
basically.
and D and all
I
that,
can't
yeah.
wait to see how little fucking Avon gets as well. Like I can't wait to see, because like, you know, the charges they do have on them, sure they have something, but like that's not enough to actually keep them locked up for good. Like this is very small, and like they even told Daniels, the one up on him, was basically kind of like, you know, give him a bit, but like don't make it too much, because like he is working with the politicians, like he is giving them money. It's all corrupt, it's all working together, and people like Wallace and Poot and Bodhi are the ones that suffer because of all of this, all this whole system. Like I was so very proud of Daniels in this episode. I loved every scene that he was in. Like I really felt like that he through the season really came into his own. Where in the beginning of the season you see that he was very hesitant to do things because like his future was on the line, like his future about like going higher up and everything, and becoming, like they said, like, oh, there's this spot that got like is gonna be vacant, so like you can maybe, you know, have some type of promotion and everything. And like if before, in the beginning of the season, I feel like he would have cared more about it, but now how he sees everything working, how he actually like feels that they should do this well, and they should follow the money. Now that he is here, that doesn't matter to him much as it once used to. I really think he went through just a real growth. And I think like everything that he said was so fucking good, was so badass. And like he told them like, no, you know, go to the press with whatever like you basically have on me. And like I'm assuming there's something, because like he came to money quickly when he was younger. I don't know what they said. It's not DEA, it's something EU. Yeah, DEU. I'm gonna assume like again drugs. DEU. Drug Enforcement Unit. Could that be a thing? Drug Enforcement Unit. Oh my god. He said something along the lines of like from that district or whatever, there's like he said something along the lines of like it wasn't just me, and like that everyone got.
No, he basically said something along the lines first like that's just talks.
Yeah.
And then he said like that like it wasn't just me, it was everybody in that unit, basically. Something along the lines.
That's not what he said explicitly, but I think like that's what I got from
like
that.
if you start attacking me, it's gonna come back at you, basically.
Yeah, so I mean he could have done something like shady in the terms of like if it's drugs, they could have, I don't know, like,
I mean he could have
stolen money or
something, keeping it quiet, or whatever, whatever it was doing. Again, whatever happened, I'm glad that we brought that back and we mentioned that for us to, let's say, hear one more time. Maybe we're gonna find that out what really happened about that. Like, but to me, what is important, like who he is right now, as a person. And I think he went through the biggest development in this first season of all of them, you know. To me, it seemed like they don't they can't do anything to touch him in this episode, because he said do what you want with it, but this not the wire stays on, because like they don't have
like
wire,
he
but
said,
like
as long as I can work this dead wire, or as long as we have it, whatever,
it's on,
we're gonna work it and it's gonna be on,
something like that.
He was so good in this episode.
Because like he chose this, in my opinion, justice over his promotion, over his career.
And like you know, in the beginning Jamie was saying something along the lines of like, you know, it's his fault that they are here, because like he wanted to work this case because of basically like his ego and whatever. And like, you know, he does have that ego or whatever, but like you are correct in this, like that this does need to get worked on. So like he is also doing the right things for the wrong reasons and the wrong things for the right reasons. It's complicated. Jimmy is like just a very multifaceted character, and I love him for it. And like, you know, Daniel said something to him along the lines of like that, like, yes, in the beginning I'm the one that also wanted to shut it down as fast as possible, but like now we're here and now this needs to get done. Like now we're in it and it's things that do need to get done. because like everything connects to the higher ups, everything connects to the money, and again, not gonna work. It's really not gonna work. It's not gonna be happening. We should all accept that. But like, I want them to keep working at that. And if it all falls apart, which it will, at least like it falls apart with us like working towards what you're supposed to work towards. I don't know what season 2 is gonna be. Like, I remember your brother said like it's like it's different topics. No?
First, we haven't finished season 1.
Sure. But like if Avon and Dee like go to jail, like there might be another story that gets introduced and other characters and everything, and like we might follow them with like following like Stringer or whatever.
I think this season 2 could be in jail as well.
I think we're definitely gonna see that as well, yeah.
That's what I think my brother was talking about. Like that it's not always gonna be the same, you know? Like not
sure, we
all
might meet a lot of people in the prison.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like we can at that point watch a storyline, we can meet Avon finally, officially, you know, in the jail, let's say, and have that storyline. That's what I imagine, let's say, for season 2.
I mean,
because I don't think he's getting out in episode 1.
No.
But could see him getting out in season 2.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like they could be working on like releasing him in season 2, you know, like somewhere maybe the middle or whatever of it. And I guess we'll see what's gonna be happening there.
But then if Dee does something, then he's dying in season 2. Because like either he stays in jail or he dies.
Well,
but now
he
because
not get his own lawyer, so like I don't think that's necessarily good for him, like getting out. But
that's what I was saying. Like,
but like good for you.
It's one or
don't
the second one.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, because like I expect now to have storyline in jail. Let's say because Avon is in jail and Dee is in jail, so I expect to have that storyline and conflicts. Let's say. So that's why I could completely see Dee dying in season 2. Let's say.
Me too.
Jail, if he does something.
Me too.
Or something. Like
Me too. And like that's even gonna like if he dies because of an order from either Avon or Stringer, like those two come in a package. Like it's gonna make their downfall even sweeter. I can't wait to see it. It is like I felt like when I was talking about like Stringer going down and like how potentially I might feel something for him. I was thinking about like comparing it to Walter and like how everything he has done was very heartless. And like at some point you really you like feel for him for at least something, you know, and like by the end you are crying because he is dying, but it feels good, it feels cathartic, like it feels like this is how it's supposed to be. I don't know if like Stringer is gonna come to that. I mean, he's not gonna come to that because like Walter White is, you know, Walter White is like one of the fucking greatest characters, maybe if not the greatest character ever written. Like you followed him specifically for so long. But like it could be something along those lines, you know.
Yeah, that's what that's what I said. Like in that way, I could feel for him if it ever gets to that. If I ever get to grow attached to him, you know.
I mean, how like so far how it's gone, I don't fucking see it. I don't know where I'm gonna feel warmth towards them. Like they're killing their own, you know what I mean? Like if they at least took care of their own, I could feel like a certain type of way of like.
But he does take care of Avon.
Yeah, but like if I cared maybe about Avon more, if I like felt some love towards Avon, then maybe that would mean something to me.
I don't think I'm gonna need to feel love for Avon. Let's say if I would have seen Stringer's backstory and let's say why he became so loyal to Avon and like why he's completely in his focus, I could completely see myself caring for him because of that.
Sure, if I saw something like that, like
because I need something
of their connection, like why he is loyal, and like if there is something there, then like sure, I can like I can work with that. Yeah, I can do something with that.
I agree because like that's in my eyes right now. Like
that's the only way I can see anything.
That's the only way I can see caring for him at this point.
Yeah,
we'll see later, but like at this point, that's because that's the only thing that I could love about him. I really enjoy him as a character. I think he's a great character and I love his scenes.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's fascinating. I love how cold he is. It's all, in my opinion, very interesting to see and to watch.
I mean, it was very interesting to even like see the two of them basically like sitting in the
Yeah.
in their office and be like, look at these idiots. Like,
Yeah.
why are they like coming? Like, they're not
Like-
dumb. Like, they know that the police is gonna arrest them. They're not
Exactly.
gonna fight it. They're not gonna like start a shootout with the police. They're not dumb. You know.
Yeah. So like exactly. So like they don't get us wrong. Like. That like we're not gonna appreciate their characters, let's say, because I just think I already appreciate their characters, and especially Stringer. I always say that, but just like I don't know if I'm gonna love them. I like the only way I see myself loving Stringer, let's say, or Avon, is by the connection that they have. But like especially Stringer, because like he's not in charge. He's working for Avon. He's protecting
he's the right
Avon.
hand man.
He is exactly, and I maybe always love those more.
I think so as well. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how that goes with them.
Yeah. We have one more episode.
I can't believe
That's it. Okay, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.